so too can Millwall. A famous season now in its final straight, and Coventry are very, very close now. Well, fans have seen every step along the long road. Relegation from the top division, 2001. As low as League Two, only in 2017-18. And now on the cusp. And Hull, of course, have their own ambitions of at least a playoff place. And a win for them tonight would be, in that regard, clutch as well. So teams in the tunnel set and side by side. A night of high stakes in the run-in, in the championship, in Hull tonight. Middlesbrough drop points, so with a win tonight on Humberside over 5th placed Hull, the Sky Blues could then seal the deal next Saturday at home to relegated Sheffield Wednesday. But still, of course, as Lampard says, work to do, and work they themselves have to go and make sure they do. We're now thick in the season's running, with the stakes super high. Ivo Panda returns in Hull's goal, one of 5 alterations from Friday's draw at Oxford. John Egan replaces Charlie Hughes in the Tigers' back 4 tonight, with the first Hull start for Toby Collier on loan from Manchester United. Elsewhere, Liam Miller comes in, replacing Kyle Joseph. And the return too for Amir Hadjimetovic, who's freshly qualified for the World Cup finals last week with Bosnia and Herzegovina. Frank Lampard changes in total 4. The fatigued Bobby Thomas is given complete rest and hasn't travelled, replaced by Joel Latibodiere. Birthday boy Josh Eccles is benched to make way for Victor Torp. And Efron Mason-Clark comes back into the team in place tonight of Romain Essa. In attack, it's the turn of 16-goal Hadji Wright to lead the line. He takes over from Friday's starter Ellis Sims, who drops to Lampard's bench. Well, Joe Gelhardt will try to give Coventry problems. A man this season who's got a best ever 13 in league football. He is Hull's top scorer jointly with Ollie McBurney, both on that 13-goal mark. Both 3 and 14 has been a downturn in form of late for Gelhardt, the on-loan Leeds player. Well, Frank Onyeka's first Sky Blues goal came in Friday's win over Derby, 3-2 at the CBS on Good Friday. I'm Dan O'Hagan, your commentator. Welcome to this one where the Sky Blues can move within 1 win of promotion. 5 in need, really 4 given their goal difference, but the magic number is 5 from 6 matches to seal the deal for certain. Lampard's men on the cusp. As the coach or manager, 99 league wins before tonight in his career. Sergej Jakilovic in charge of Hull, who look to cement in the coming weeks their own top 6 finish and at least a place in the playoffs. Start. Now deep into the run-in, the point of the season where issues are settled and jobs get done. Coventry so close now, At kickoff they need 5 points from 6 games to be sure of promotion. Hull keen to nail down a place in the top 6 themselves. This is Drame for Shemiajai. All poked on towards McBurney, but read there by Lati Bodier for Coventry. This is Hadjiametovic. Goes Collier's first start today for Hull, the on-loan player from Manchester United. Jay across now to John Egan for Hull. He began the night in 5th place on 67 points. They've taken though 1 more point away than they had here at the MKM Stadium this season. Last touch of the night here for the Sky Blues goalkeeper Carl Rushworth, who was on loan here last season. Played just twice in the league on loan to the Tigers in season 24-25. Matchday 1, that goalless draw at the CBS. Much has happened to both teams since, that's for sure. This is Van Ewijk on the chase here for Coventry. Moved on to Sakamoto. In turn for Victor Torp. Wide now to Mason Clark. Support now from De Silva. Now Grimes, the metronome who dictates the tempo for Coventry City. De Silva. Mason Clark. Held up by Drame and by Gelhardt. And cleared by the latter. You can see already a tempo pace about the way that they've got the game here, Coventry. McBurney wins the free kick for Hull. He's a really abrasive striker, the number 9 for the Tigers. He's with Las Palmas in La Liga in their relegation in Spain last season. He's got 13 league goals and 7 assists so far this. No players had more goal involvement than he has before this Easter Monday matches in this division, and Ollie McBurney. Free kick for Hull. McBurney, the obvious target man to aim for here for the Tigers. Aimed towards Egan by McBurney. Before that, here's Miller. Back to Louis Cole, the captain. Toby Collier. Cody Drame. Pressured there by the hungry Sakamoto for Coventry. We've lost 7 of their 40 league matches before tonight. Here goes Liam Miller for Hull, now dropped in behind for the Tigers. And Miller's cross wins a corner here against Spurs off Milan Van Ewijk. Hull have won half their league matches. That was maybe a case for offside, of course, no VAR in this division currently. But a corner given here for HullCity. Shemiajai joins that raiding body of players in there for HullCity. Rolled in to Collier. Comes out here now to Cody Drame. And De Silva makes sure that shooting chance was closed down quickly. Good corner routine this from Hull. And De Silva made sure that shot was repelled. Collier. Now John Egan for Hull. Louis Coyle, Hull-born, the skipper. Little give and go here with Miller. And Coyle drives on for HullCity. Good run this. Coyle. It runs on here a long way. And the shot clears the bar. And again, Drame there, the man who was in the right place to get that shooting chance for HullCity. Lovely move this. Beyond Crooks and beyond Collier before Drame with the final shots. It's been a season where Hull have leaked lots of goals, not the most defensively strong team, but also score more than their fair share as well. It's Van Eybeek, Sakamoto, Latibaudier. He and from Mason Clark in Jamaica's losing team last week in the World Cup playoff to DR Congo. Milan Van Eybeek. Latibaudier under pressure and has been fouled by McBurney. So Lampard starts on as a coach or manager, 99 career league wins. De Silva here, hands on now to Onyeka. It's been a good loan acquisition mid-season from Brentford. Excelled with Augsburg in the German Bundesliga on loan last season. He goes top, and that will run through to Ivo Pandor, recalled after a rest for Friday's draw at Oxford when he was back from international travels with Croatia. Egan. There by Van Eybeek. A day where promotion rivals have dropped points. Millwall lost the hunt at Norwich. Middlesbrough held 2-2 at Swansea, and that is why the points tally required has dropped to 5 now for Coventry. It was 8 before today's matches. Switch it to second. They beat Birmingham today 2-1 at Portland Road earlier. It was a comeback win too for the Tractor Boys. They were a goal down to Carlos Vicente's goal, but came back to win 2-1. Ben Johnson and Casey Nakatir, the goals for the Tractor Boys in their game today. Blues away have travelled well, 4 away wins on the spin. Indeed, they've of their last 8 matches, won 7 of them. No sign of late season nerves at all for Coventry in the run-in. Goes Kitchen. Drummer here for Crooks. It's with Egan for HullCity. Louis Coyle. Liam Miller. The Canadian Miller does well. He takes on Sakamoto. Miller's cross towards McBurney. Back in there and wide of the mark from Hadjiemetovic, who came on last week as a sub in Bosnia-Herzegovina's famous World Cup elimination of Italy to book their place in the finals next summer. Coach too is a fellow Bosnian, Sega Jakirovic. breakaway now. Liam Miller. That's a great switch of play. This is promising. And the shot clears the crossbar. Well, Joe Gelhardt with it. And here again, from Hull, menace to the Coventry goal. Lovely move, great counter-attack here, and Gelhardt's shot didn't dip enough. Lovely switch of play, and Gelhardt took it on. Onyeka pressured, and Rushworth has it. Every point, of course, now is one step nearer the prize for both these teams. Shouldn't forget that Hull are in the mix for the playoffs, very much so. Began the night with 4 points grace over 7th place in Southampton, who do have games in hand. Also Van Ewijk. Sakamoto. Great play by the Japanese. On here towards right. Jai strong in the challenge there. The defender holding off right. Mix of West Brom Ajayi, who's come in here and had a tough start with injury in the season's first half, but has now got back to fitness and back to form, and is a key figure in that defensive line for Coventry and HullCity. Up goes Crooks. Rushworth clears the Coventry. Here's De Silva. On to Torp. Away from Collier. Now it's Liam Kitching for Coventry. Warden Rushworth's rather miscued and scuffed pass. He got away with it. There's McBurney. And Kitching stepping in. Now right pressuring Egan. Miller, lovely turn by the Canadian. Still Liam Miller here for Hull. And that run brought to a crashing close by Milan Van Ewijk. Well, here Miller, it's delicious skill to get away from the defenders' attentions. Done the game well so far, Miller. So Van Ewijk's foul has brought this free kick for HullCity, which is going to be taken maybe by Gelhardt. By Gelhardt. Up goes McBurney, and Crooks was being held onto there for a moment or two by Mason Clark. Here's Matt Crooks for Hull. It drops for Cody Drame again. And move wide to Miller to wreak havoc for Hull. Miller. Hadjimetovic. Lovely cross and spilled. It breaks. Oh, what a block. Liam Kitching. Now it is cleared away by Coventry, but that was a major scare for the league leaders. Here's Matt Crooks now, the chase on in there for Egan. Here is Kitching, who saved the goal there for Coventry. Sakamoto. Now it's Grimes' game with a real tempo to it. Here's Victor Torp to find Mason Clark. Mason Clark and Torp with a shot. End-to-end game now with both ends chances emerging. And this one the best one so far for HullCity. Cross into Ajayi here, and it was spilled by the goalkeeper. Then Liam Kitching's block there to deny Egan was absolutely goal-saving. Egan scores, but for the block here from Kitching, who gets in the way of this and defends the situation for Coventry wonderfully. Miller. Grimes, it does reach Rushworth. De Silva. Now Efron Mason-Clark. Drummond, back to Ajayi here for Hull. And Hadjiemetovic. Hull winning so far of the duels, 80% of them in the game's first 16 minutes. That is a big number. It's clearly a Tigers team who, for this game, are really fired up for the job. Here's Crooks. Crooks away from Kitchen. Another back heel. Joe Gelhardt. And still here for Hull, it's Gelhardt. Into Collier. Now Cody Drummond. And Kitchen clear here for Sakamoto's benefit. Intense, aggressive. And from the Hull, really impressive so far from the Tigers. Liam Miller. For Shemi Ajayi. Toby Collier. This man's got his team clearly with their game heads on. HullCity very aggressive and good start here for the Tigers. And right now Coventry, at times in the duels especially, they're coming off second best. Rushworth for Coventry then towards Haji Wright. There's Onyeka. And McBurney with Wati Bodier. Hadjiemetovic. He's trying to really be the man to dictate the tempo for Hull, the midfielder for Bosnia. Alone the club for a season from Beşiktaş in Turkey. Silva, a throw here for Coventry. Here's a player to wind up opposing fans, McBurney. Something the Hull fans are well aware of, that their number 9 can be a divisive figure on the field. In away games especially, not so much tonight given they're on home turf, but away fans or home fans versus Hull love to hate Ollie McBurney. Here's the Frank Onyeka. He was called Frank the Tank at Augsburg last season in Germany. His goal on Friday versus Derby was his first in club football for the best part of 2 years. Now Joel Lati-Bodier for Coventry. Rushworth. Now Liam Kitching. De Silva. Grimes. Victor Torp can take a turn and drive on for Coventry here. Torp's pass meant for Haji Wright, couldn't come off. Now Hadjiemetovic. And a foul there by Jay De Silva. Game has the feel of one which really matters tonight. Real significance around the MKM Stadium with the atmosphere tonight. At the moment though, the most action's been around the Sky Blues penalty area so far in this first 20 minutes. And they're eager, Ajayi, McBurney, all obvious aerial targets to aim for here for Amir Hadjiemetovic. Mason-Clark with McBurney for very close company. There's Collier. Mason-Clark more up and away here in his own box. Attacked by Egan. There's Crooks, and Rushworth has the claim. Now Hull in this first half really going for this, you feel. Relentless with the pressure on that Coventry goal so far. At the moment, the Sky Blues are absorbing, but not yet Lampard's men, as attacking force in the game, much themselves. Sakamoto. And again here. And Matt Crooks. Miller on the move again for Hull. The Sky Blues backing off here. Liam Miller. Grimes on Yeka clear. Liam Miller. All the way through Van Ewijk. The cool and calm of Grimes, which has been a feature all season for Coventry. Now Efron, Mason Clark to break away. The chase off of the Silva. In towards Hadji Wright. Well, here, this was a good breakaway by Coventry. Left back to Silva, the furthest forward here in this particular move, and of course just beyond the reach of Wright in the middle. But the game's a good watch so far. Real night of blood and thunder. Weekend's game for Coventry is at home to already relegated Sheffield Wednesday for Frank Lampard's Sky Blues. So a win today and then one more at the weekend, they would be up, no ifs or buts. Hull's next game is away to Sheffield United this coming Saturday. Beyond tonight, both have 5 more games to play of the regular league season. This is Liam Kitching. Grimes. As I say, he's the metronome who just dictates the way Coventry play from that deep midfield position. Here's Mason Clark. Now back to Kitching again for Coventry. Matt Grimes. De Silva, who took it well. Yeka. Torp. Now Dramain and Muddle there with Mason Clark for company. Yeka. Got a push there from Collier. The first half of this season alone at West Brom, but switched clubs to join Hull in the new year. On loan here from his parent club Manchester United. Baudier back to Rushworth now for Coventry. There's Egan with Wright. It's going to come back here to Miller to feed Collier. The sides did meet on that opening weekend, a goalless draw at the CBS to start the season. Here Mason Clark takes and turns. And fell there by Crooks, who is the division's most booked player this season, Matt Crooks. 12 yellow card before tonight. Yellow card that time though for Crooks. Free kick though is Coventry's. Scored goals in all but 2 of their 20 away matches so far this season, Coventry. And they failed to score at Leicester and Ipswich in the league this season. Grimes on the free kick for Coventry. Ends away by Egan. Then one back by Torp and Kitching. With Burnley battling. And the free kick is HullCity's. As I say, there's been no sign of Coventry late season nerves. They had their wobble at the turn of the year, really. Between the 6th of December and the end of January, they had a run of 4 wins in 12, but in the 10 games since then, they've won 8, they've drawn 1, they've lost 1. It's been really since February onwards a total focus on promotion and getting the job done as soon as they could for Coventry. Here's Drame. And Metovic given away to Milan van Ewijk. Sky Blues 25 years outside of the Premier League, and as low as League Two in season 27-18. Shouldn't forget too the foundations laid by Lampard's predecessor Mark Robbins, who saw their rise from the 4th to the 2nd tier. Lampard certainly took on a club with good foundations when he took charge. Here's Miller for Hull. A goalless but watchable game so far at the NKN Stadium on Humberside. As I say, Hull have taken 1 more point away than the 33 they've taken here in home matches this season. Miller towards McBurney. There's Ajayi. Now Hadj is coming here to Mason Clark. Couldn't quite spin the ball through to Hadji Wright. The game's first half an hour is really flying by so far tonight. But still the game's best chances have been Hull chances. There's Hadji Metovic for Drame. Gelhardt. Hadji Metovic. Crooks on the chase. And the ball just had a play there before Crooks could think about the cross. Crooks, who joined after a spell with Real Salt Lake in Major League Soccer, ex of in England, Northampton and Middlesbrough, and Middlesbrough in this division borough. De Silva. Now Liam Kitching for Coventry. Away there, but there'll be a foul against him on Amir Hadjimetovic. The big men forward here for this dead ball. Yeah, they do have some real targets in there, the Tigers. It's again taken by Hadjimetovic. Egan there in a real tussle with Mason Clark. And the clock now hitting 30 minutes. McBurney. Miller on the scene. Miller, who goes again away by Sakamoto for Coventry, comes back out to Cody Drame. Drame for Miller. Again Hull with bodies deep into the Coventry half here. Collier, Crooks, Hadjimetovic. Louis Coyle's pass. He'll try again here, the skipper. To Egan. Sakamoto. The chase on here for Haji Wright with Cody Drame. You can see why Hull are where they are in the division. They are a very hard team to play against. They have that aerial menace up top, and in the duels are very, very present. Here's Miller. McBurney now for Coyle. Miller knocked off there by Van Ewijk. Not his first offence tonight. A foul by the Dutch defender on the Canadian. Gelhardt free kicks have been a useful weapon so far for Hull tonight. Referee in charge, by the way, is David Webb for tonight's match. Gelhardt's free kick. Left by Grimes. Now Miller. Louis Coyle. It's going to drop to Toby Collier for HullCity. Again, look to keep the hammer down and keep the pressure on Coventry. Here's Cody Drame now to set up on a mission. Drame, Ajayi, and Crooks now for Hull. Joe Gelhardt. Dropped in here towards McBurney, who's onside. He can know the flag's up. This one count. Looked close there in real time against Ollie McBurney. We'll see how close this was on the replay. Gelhardt's pass, and in the end he was beyond the line of blue. Good call there by Graham Kane, the referee's pass-out assistant, with the flag. Grimes. Van Ewijk for Sakamoto to chase onto here for Coventry. Talk with the shots, and Pandor down to make the save in the Tigers' goal. Won the free kick for the early challenge here on Sakamoto, which wasn't given. The referee let the advantage go with a shot coming in from Torp for Coventry. Well, here it was tapped to here Sakamoto, got away, and they're just tripped by initially Egan, also was caught by Miller with the second bite at him. The first one there from Egan, and then for good measure in goes Miller as well to clatter Sakamoto. But a really enjoyable game so far this, but no goals in it. But Hull have certainly so far asked many questions of Coventry in this first 34 minutes. So the table as it stands now, the gap would be 12 points between first and second place. The Sky Blues close but not there yet. Ipswich and Borough and Millwall all on 72. Of those three behind, only Ipswich won today. Millwall lost at home to Norwich, and Borough held 2-2 in South Wales at Swansea. Ajayi. Crooks. And the ball given away to Victor Torp. It's Mason Clark now for Coventry. De Silva. In there, the keenness to win the ball back from Hull is notable so far in this first half. But that was Matt Crooks that time to make sure there was no easy ride for the player in blue on the ball for Coventry. De Silva. Kitching for the Sky Blues. Matt Grimes. Mason Clark. Here goes Jay De Silva for Coventry. The block Drames was a good one there for Hull. Now Crooks will try to involve Gelhardt here. The ball up towards McBurney. Baudier on Yeka. Now Grimes, they've played the ball well here from danger Coventry. All their players who are at ease on the ball under pressure. Frank on Yeka, loan from a club who again like their players to use the ball, Brentford in the Premier League. Now Victor Torp. Mason Clark into De Silva here. Mason Clark goes again. Mason Clark. Hadji Wright. Not clear yet for Hull. Happy now, but in goes Grimes. It's poked on to Wright. De Silva. And Wright. They can't clear here for now, Hull. They're being boxed in by Coventry. The escape route plotted by Toby Collier. Hadjimetovic. Collier for Hull. His options need support here on this counter. Hadjimetovic for Coyle. Silver's knocked down for Efron. Mason Clark now for Coventry. Takes on Drame, beats Drame. Now faced by Collier. And then Collier comes across. It's a fair tackle. It's going to be a throw here though by the corner flag for Coventry. Good start so far. This is first of the club for Toby Collier. Good early move which produced half a chance there for Hadji Wright. Jay De Silva throw here for Coventry City. In the box, Mason Clark being watched by Drame here. De Silva. Grimes crossing. Helped on here for Sakamoto. Scooped away by Coyle. Now for Miller for Hull to break themselves. Liam Miller for Louis Coyle, but there Sakamoto knew exactly what to do to track back and make sure the ball was his again. It's been a high caliber game this so far in the first half. Grimes. Mason Clark. Mason Clark crossing towards Hadji Wright, fed by Egan. Drame further clear for Hull. Silva. Now Victor Torp on Yeka. Speeding say across the piece so far, a fairly even game. Grimes. All began well, but as the half has worn on, you just feel that Coventry have grown more into their roles as well. This is Lati Baudier. Grimes. Good ball for De Silva here. De Silva towards Hadji Wright. Again, a cross which eludes right in the middle. Get the sense that for now at least Egan and the Giant have his measure. Play the weekend's game as a starter with Derby. They went with Ellis Sims as the main striker in that 3-2 home win in their most recent match. Mason Clark, right. Now De Silva for Coventry. Drummond. For Jay. Hadjimetovic pressured by Sakamoto, and it's going to be a free kick here for Hull. So 5 to half time. 0-0 in this one. As I say, an even game where both clubs have had their moments, but no goals as yet. Coyle. Hadjimetovic. Pass which releases Miller for Hull, but the ball just heavy for the impressive so far Miller. His team so far have more than matched the league leaders in this first half for HullCity. Last season they only stayed up on goal difference in this division, ahead of Luton Town. Coyle. Oh, McBurney takes and turns. McBurney's ball in, away there by Kitching. Now Torp for Sakamoto. Up to Wright. Wright robbed by Crooks. Now it comes for Collier for HullCity. Matt Crooks, options here. Crooks, Miller. Onyeka comes away here elegantly for Coventry City. Onyeka's pass. Efren Mason-Clark. Mason-Clark who escaped a handball shot. Ball comes to Kitching here now to feed Jay De Silva for Coventry. Wright running on. Wright. The ball out of play. Could this be a repeat of the season's opening match? That goalless draw at the CBS. Last attack, and was the handball shot, which wasn't a handball. I think it was the right decision to play on there. It wasn't handled by Mason-Clark for me. Collier. De Silva. Drame. Hadjimetovic for Hull. Frank Onyeka. Drame again. It's going to come to Gelhardt here now for Hull. Still Joe Gelhardt. Ollie McBurney. Should run through though to Rushworth here for Coventry. Not so many aerial balls the last 10 minutes to contend with for Coventry's defenders. That was certainly an early feature of the game in the first 10 or so minutes. Kitching. Now Victor Torp. Silver again for Coventry. Latibodier. Grimes, Mason-Clark, little give and go here. He's on with Torp. And a foul given here. It was Collier who blocks off a run there from Efron Mason-Clark. Just tripped in the challenge there with the Hull first starter, Toby Collier. So half-time is close. The game's even closer. But here a free kick which Matt Grant is going to take for Coventry as the clock hits 45 minutes at the MKM Stadium. Move into the one additional minute. Oh, and it's come off a defender's head for a corner. The first real breakdown at the back in Hull communication. It was Louis Coyle who there got the touch ahead of his goalkeeper, the flying Ivo Pandor, who came out to meet it. This is the Sky Blues' first corner of the night. Comes in added time in this first half. And Yeka is lurking. Yeah, that bus queue in there for Coventry. And Torp crossing. Crooks away here. Grimes back in with a bouncing ball, which in the end bobbles wide of Pandor's posts. And that is that for the first half in Hull tonight. Lampard's leaders being held well by an impressive Hull so far, who began the game the better side by some margin. HullCity, they had the earlier chances. As the game wore on, we saw more and more of Coventry. The two teams so far, on this evidence, well matched tonight, in a game which has not yet produced a goal to enjoy in this game on Easter Monday. At the break then, as the teams move off to take their half-time break, the score here at half-time is HullCity 0, CoventryCity 0. shows how strong Japan are, but his last cap was 5 years ago now. Can't get near to the current Samurai Blue team ahead of the World Cup. He's had a tremendous season for Coventry, Sakamoto. He scored 7, assisted 3. Weekend brace scorer Jack Rodoni on the bench, not yet fit to start, says Lampard, but again an option to come on for a cameo. Top on the free kick then for Coventry. Right in the middle. He is waiting here for the sky blue service. Victor Torp on the dead ball here for Coventry, in front of their fans. Torp in, much too high from him. That was really for Victor Torp, really disappointing, that set piece, which comes to absolutely nothing. Well, a win and they can seal the deal mathematically at the weekend at home to relegated Sheffield Wednesday. Here by Drame. Yeka. The ball runs for Louis Coyle for Hull, who looks to pump those legs and drive HullCity forward here. Louis Coyle. Ahead Liam Miller. Miller. In for Gelhardt. Really get the power there in the header to really generate that with his neck muscles here to overly concern Rushworth in the Coventry goal, but a good move again from Hull. Right. The throw goes Hull's way to the disbelief of Haji Wright. Weekend's game with Derby on Friday, it was Jack Rodoni who came on as a sub to score the decisive brace for the Sky Blues in their last match. Onyeka. Sakamoto. Now Grimes for Coventry. Egan. Now Onyeka again for Coventry City. He's got options to his right and left here, Onyeka. Onyeka's pass, that's a silver chase, but it should be covered here by Cody Drame for Hull. A very even game this, and still no sign of the opening goal tonight. Bernie Slickon. Grimes stepping in for Coventry now. It's moved on towards Onyeka. Now the break gets Miller on the front foot now for Hull. He's got options arriving two alongside him here, Liam Miller. Outside goes Coyle. It's Liam Miller. Miller deflected. Now Rushworth is behind it. Well, Miller's been certainly the go-to man to launch these counter-attacks with his pace and directness tonight, HullCity's Canadian winger. But Bernie so far has been short of service, the number 9. That's Lati Baudier. Grimes. Long here for the chase for Torp, but that will run through, and it's with Ivo Pandor in goal for HullCity. At the point now where coaches might begin to consider one or two changes. People say Rudoni's the obvious one to come on. If you split him up for half an hour to come on for Coventry. His last 4 games have brought in 5 goals for the cause. Ajayi. Helped on now for the chase for Joe Gelhardt for Hull. Oh, the flag comes late. Oh, flag up on this near side from Matthew Smith, the assistant. He was just beyond that last man, who was Jay De Silva. Good call by the officials. For the Hull coach for what he said, a yellow card is coming here for Sergej Jakirovic. Reaction to what he felt was an incorrect flag, but the replay shows it was maybe just beyond the last span, so yellow card for the coach's protests. There with the 4th official, Anthony Backhouse. William Kitching for Milan van Ewijk. Here with Rushworth for Coventry. It's been a good watch despite, you'd say, relative lack of chances for the two teams across the hour we've had so far. This is Van Ewijk on the front foot. The cross beyond right. There's Mason Clark. Webber Drame for Hull. Very good hold on play now. Here goes Hadjimetovich. Brought down, was he there by Grimes? But Matt Grimes. And I say here, was he the last man? Don't think he was. In all truth here, but Grimes in trouble here with the referee, David Webb. The tuck back here on Amir Hadjimetovich by Matt Grimes. The Hull players feel he was, as I say, the last man, so denies the clear scoring opportunity. Yellow card, I think it's the white call here from Webb. And the tuck back, which is fairly blatant. There was cover here, so he wasn't quite the last man, because I think Latty Bodier would have come across. A card then for the Sky Blue skipper. And the player fouled here will take the free kick, Amir Hadjimetovich. Known here from Besiktas, Danish born, who spent most of his career in the Turkish league. In here by Hadjimetovich. It drops to Coyle, and now for Miller. Coyle's cross, there's McBurney with the header. Kind of services once McBurney drives on. Now Collier, McBurney goes in there. What's he talking balls down late? Claim the free kick, which is not given by David Webb. Nothing's given here by the referee on that particular situation. Van Ewijk for Coventry. Sakamoto was given away. Back by Grimes for the Sky Blues. Has a head support from Van Ewijk. The next to run here. Coyle's cover. It's Van Ewijk. And away in the end by Shemi Ajayi. So the game's beginning to open up a touch now in the second half. The assistance of Van Ewijk to win that ball in the box for Coventry. result the game requires a goal. And Avak on the throw here for Coventry City. Away by Ajayi. He's such an imposing defender to win those aerial balls, Ajayi. Rushworth, high hit towards right, again won by in the air, Ajayi. Short, Sakamoto was just on Hull's way. Before this game, the Tigers, the 10th best home team in the division. Now it is time to see Rodoni coming on, Ellis Sims as well. So right for Sims, the first change in the central striker's role. Sims who began the game on Friday at home to Derby. Canio here too, replacing Torp for the weekend's brace scoring match winner. Rodoni, who scored now in his last 4 matches 5 goals. Not yet to start the game, but on here to again give Lampard a cameo for the last 25 or so minutes. Only 7 goals and 5 assists in 26 appearances this season in the Championship. There goes Mason Clark, comes in now to Da Silva, towards Sims, who'll spin away and chase. Sims this season has got only 10 goals in the Championship. Mason Clark on Yeka. Won here by Hadjimetovic for Hull. Then Sakamoto looks for the run of Sims, but that's good cover from Egan. Now Louis Cole for Hull. The pass looks to release Miller again. It's now a more open, more stretched game in these last 25 minutes of the 90. Rodoni, Sakamoto, and still here Sakamoto for Coventry. He's been terrific tonight. Now Rodoni on the ball. In goes Egan. A foul given here on Rodoni by Egan. And this will be a sky blue set play in a position of real potential. Egan there, the follow through. Didn't take the ball, did take a chunk of Rodoni. Of those fans decked out in sky blue behind the goal around the corner, and their team with a set piece in a good area here. On the dead ball, Matt Bryan stands here poised to deliver for Coventry, as fans are in tremendous voice. Is this their moment tonight to seize the initiative? Sims and McBurney in a bit of a skirmish. So Grimes on the set piece here for the Sky Blues. It's away by Egan initially. Not clear yet. In goes Rodoni. Hadjimetovic now to release Miller for Hull. It's Miller. Now space to move into for Gelhardt here for Hull potentially. And still Joe Gelhardt. It's a ball in. Here comes Rodoni for Coventry now. The pass on to involve Sakamoto again here for the Sky Blues. It's Sakamoto still. Jack Rodoni. Won by Crooks there for HullCity. It's a proper battle this game tonight. Egan now for Konya. Pushed on. Now for the advancing Drame for HullCity. Gelhardt. Drame goes again. Only a goal kick. Well, no goals, but a game with a really good ebb and flow to it. Lampard has sent on Rodoni to try to do what he did on Friday and be the man to decide a tight game. beat Derby 3-2 at the CBS on Good Friday. The same day that Hull, in windy conditions, got a point away to lowly Oxford. Now Ellis Sims with Ajayi. That's it with Opandor. Breaks on Yeka's way for Coventry. Grimes. De Silva. Latibaudier. Began the night well clear. 5 points from promotion, Coventry. Here's Rudoni. Sakamoto for the Sky Blues. Still with Sakamoto here. The cross for Sims, away by Egan for Hull. And a foul by Onyeka on that cross. Balumi, as well as Lewis Kumas, and also John Lundstram coming on here. It'll be a triple change for the Tigers when next they can. So attacking and one midfield change is coming up then for Hull. Up goes Latibaudier. Burney there with Onyeka. Louis Coyle. Now Miller for HullCity. Liam Miller now, space to work in here for Cody Drame as well. Drame. Collier in here beyond the Burney, but by millimetres only. Worked so hard today for the cause, Toby Collier. Onside hit too, wasn't it, McBurney as well, but they're just beyond his reach. Here's Liam Kitching for Coventry. To play of 90, 20 more minutes of a gripping but still scoreless game at the MKM Stadium on Humberside. De Silva. Now Gelhardt. Grimes. Rudoni wide to involve Van Eyck. Still Van Eyck. Well, they kind of had ball in there for a potential Sky Blues penalty. Nothing given by the referee. You heard the fans call loudly for a penalty kick here. Well, does brush the arm though, which is away from the body there from Louis Coyle. In this division, of course, there is still no VAR, so no reviews of that. Drame. John Egan to HullCity. We've more than matched the league leaders today for large parts of tonight's match. That's Toby Collier. Well, Hull could more than take heart in how they've played tonight, and will of course bode well for their potential playoffs coming up. Is Kitching for Coventry. Mason Clark on Onyeka. Now Drame for Hull. That's a great pass now to involve Miller, whose touch is not the best. Miller's shot will win a corner here for Hull. His first touch there was the one which really let down the attack there for HullCity. And he knows that first touch let him down though, let his team down to get in, to make a real chance. Here comes that triple change, so it'll be Kumas, Lundstrom coming on. And also Mohamed Baloumi, who was their weekend scorer in that draw away to Oxford on Friday. Miller departs. So triple change then to just refresh things for Hull. Gelhardt makes way as well. And then Gelhardt's more quiet space. Here comes Mohamed Baloumi. Scored that goal to make it 1-0, but they drew that game 1-1 at Oxford on Good Friday. So 3 changes, all offensive ones for the most part. Hull corner. Away comes Sims here. Now drama again for the Tigers. Baloumi, fresh on the pitch. Now Crooks with the crossing chance. Well, he was. Not for long. Here, that potential penalty shout. Louis Cor's arm is away from the body, does brush the hand as well. Nothing given by the officials, nothing seen there by the assistant. Cross grabbed well by Rushworth for Coventry, and the quick release now gets Sakamoto on the ball here for Coventry. On to Frank Onyeka. Lundstrom. Now Egan. Dropped here now to De Silva for Coventry. Baloumi. Lundstrom. It's a good idea to look for the pass out wide here. Tries to play in that ball to get them in. Didn't quite run there for Luis Kumas. Ratty Baudier. Liam Kitching for Coventry. Grimes. Sims. On to Rudoni here for Coventry. Comes now to Onyeka. Game of very few real clear opens for either team in the game's first 77 minutes. Here's Ellis Sims though for Coventry. Ellis Sims got the shot away, which in the end balloons over the bar from Sims. Again, that look at the penalty shout, it was off the hand of Louis Coyle, which was, as I say, away from the body. I'd say, why was the hand out there from Coyle? Maybe in a league, a game where there was a video official, this might have been a penalty for Coventry. Back Kitching here for Rudoni, comes to Ephraim Mason-Clark, who gets the free kick now for Coventry City. Milan Van Eyck. Won by Kumas. Ball will have a play for a throw for Coventry. Can either team nick a winner in what time remains here? A little over 12 of 90 left to play in the game tonight. Here's Van Eyck, Sakamoto. Sakamoto's pass, it's covered though here by Coyle again for Hull. And given their goal difference, win of the weekend would put them on the cusp of promotion. They wouldn't be mathematically sure. If they draw here and win of the weekend, they do need 5 points to be absolutely certain. And given their goal difference, forward all but guarantee it. A throw for Coventry. And the goal difference plus 42 is by far the best of any team in the division. They have plus 13 over Ipswich in that regard in the goal difference stakes. So 4 points would have them on the cusp. 5 to get across the line, no questions asked. Sakamoto. Grimes for Coventry. Still Grimes here, pushing on now to Van Eyck, to Sakamoto again for the Sky Blues. Frank Onyeka. Jay De Silva. Efren Mason-Clark. Mason-Clark. Now space for Grimes, in to Ellison. Well taken there by Pandor. Alert here, the goalkeeper, to what was going on around him. Comes and claims no harm done. High ball towards Mason-Clark here. It's Dramé. Ever Hull, it comes to Sims, back onto Efren Mason-Clark. Mason-Clark's trickery has options here, like behind him, Jay De Silva. Now Frank Onyeka. De Silva still. Flicked away there by the head of Ajayi for HullCity. It's going to be a throw though here now for Coventry. 10 to play. And still this one is level at 0-0. Coventry so near. As it stands, 5 points required to seal the deal. On the throw here, Milan Van Eyck for the league leaders. Again, that long throw chucked in away by Hadjimetovic. Grimes, back he goes to Carl Rushworth. Well, goalless in Coventry in August, same again in Hull tonight so far. That goes on Onyeka. Rudoni, and again. Ajayi, good feet there to evade Rudoni and find Louis Coyle. Call here now for Kumas. Kumas offers certainly, like Miller before him, trickery and pace down that flank for HullCity. The change coming here then for the game's last 8 minutes. Will send on now Carl Jones, the weekend starter at Oxford, will come on here. He played left wing in the game at the weekend, and he will replace Matt Crooks for the game's remainder. Joseph this season, 8 goals scored, 5 more assisted for the whole cause. He can be a game changer, a match winner. Coyle. Away by Grimes. Rudoni. Now Egan. The cross in towards Joseph here, who sets up Cody Dramé. And still Drame here. Drame with a shot. His third one tonight is again off target here from Cody Drame for the Tigers. And he scored only once, but that was October of 2024 in a game away to Queen's Park Rangers. The Loomis flick on. Rodoni's touch here for De Silva. Drame, long and high here. It's won by Lati Baudier first of all. Here is Hadjimetovic. Louis Coyle for HullCity. Egan's ball looking for Kumas. The bounce giving Onyeka a problem here. But Hull have said it tonight, more than matched the league leaders for long spells of this game. They've certainly played their part in the match. They've shown they are worthy of a top 5, top 6 place in this division. And a point here would be a point nearer towards securing that particular prize. We'll be on this one just those 5 more games to play before the regular season in the championship is done. Drame. The really split towards Carl Joseph. Kitching towards Sims. Now Egan. De Silva for Coventry. Mason Clark. Comes now for Joseph to come away. But one back by Mason Clark for Onyeka's benefit now for Coventry City. Van Eybeek. And this one's blocked away by John Lundstrom. Now in the last 5 minutes of 90 at the MKM Stadium. Still the game needs a goal. Onyeka for Grimes. Liam Kitching for Ephraim Mason Clark. And the throw has been given eventually HullCity's way by referee David Webb. Goalless game between the league leaders and 5th place HullCity tonight. Drame. Back with Kitching here for Coventry. Here's Joel Lati Baudier. Frank Onyeka has been effective, tidy, efficient in there for the Sky Blues again tonight. Mason Clark back to Grimes. They're clear for a throw here off Cody Drame for Hull. And the Sky Blues find a way here late on. It's Mason Clark. Big run for Rodoni. Rodoni working hard still here for Hull now. Needs options and support here which arrives from Mohamed Baloumi. Baloumi still. The shot though is very tame and a simple catch and pick up though really for Rushworth in the Coventry goal. A rare piece of work for the goalkeeper in the second half, really. Now De Silva on the ball for Coventry. Ephraim Mason Clark. Moved on now to Frank Onyeka. Rodoni. Rodoni, a deep one here, looks for Sims, but that is far too high and too long for Ellis Sims. Clock ticks on now to the 88-minute mark, and still we await the night's first goal in this one. It has been a battle. It's been a goalless battle. But the Sky Blues fans know their team is 1 point nearer. With a draw here, they need only 4 from 5 games to play. It'll be a free kick against John Lundstrom. Liam Kitchen. On Yeka. Grimes again for Coventry. The ball dropped in now towards the chase of Jay De Silva here, the fullback. And a corner off Malumi. Now in the last minute of 90, is this where Coventry can smash and grab a late winner to take a giant step nearer towards that prize and promotion to the Premier League. Rudoni. Blocked this time by Drama. On the corner for Coventry, Jack Rudoni with his dead ball. In the last minute of 90, Rudoni takes the corner for Coventry. A giant clean, and the break is on, led by Kumas here. He's got support with him as well, Lewis Kumas. Kumas faced by Grimes here, Kumas in, and red, and taken by Kitching for Coventry. Good battling there to win the ball again for Hull. It comes now for Coyle. Kumas. George Joseph punched away by Rushworth into 4 minutes we go, added time now. Sims, Rudoni. Launched by Pando. Now running on behind is Joseph for HullCity. Carl Joseph now makes inroads. The cross McBurney is a little too high. This for McBurney was the kind of cross he does thrive on. The late change, and this will be coming on Janoa Marcello, who came in from FC Zurich in the winter window. He's not really made much of an impact so far. This is a 4th appearance in the league, all like this one as a substitute. So Marcello is on for the impressive Sakamoto for the game's last 3 added minutes. Rushworth long here. Up goes Sims, comes here for Onyeka, then for Grimes. Led by Drame. Rudoni. Good balance, but the ball is won back here well by Hull. It's going to be their throw-in as well. Lundstrom. Now Egan for Hull. On the chase, Joseph here. That's Grimes away from danger. Lewis Kumas. Louis Coyle. Kumas goes again here for Hull. Kumas boxed in by Milan van Ewijk. It's going to be a throw for Coventry. We've had now of those 4 minutes, 2 of them. Egan, here's McBurney for Hull now. It's going to be a free kick though against HullCity. Foul given their way. It's going to be a dead ball for them to use here, and maybe it might happen here. to play a minute of the added time. And there goes Ajayi to join the attackers again for HullCity. If they score, the win will be enormous in terms of points to underline their position as a potential playoff qualifier. McBurney in the mix. He's found service very scarce tonight. But this for Hull, a dead ball sent in towards McBurney with a header, which is wide for nothing more than a goal kick. Not to be for Hull here with McBurney on the end of it. Game's closing moments. We play on still. There'll be maybe one last throw for Coventry to try to maybe fashion a late winning goal. There'll be a Milan van Ewijk throw here for the Sky Blues. Into Marcelo. And coil away here for one more throw, one more attack maybe here. And the game's very dying embers in Hull tonight. Is this where the winner comes for these fans to spark pandemonium behind the goal? In by Van Ewijk. Up goes Kitching. Now the clearance and the whistle. Only a point tonight for Lampard Coventry. They need only 4 though now, 4 points from their last 5 to seal the deal. And they were pushed all the way by an impressive, aggressive Hull, who do their top 6 hopes no harm at all with their points here tonight as well. But a combative, quality game which produces no goals but a point apiece. There was a handball call against Corner in the second half, not given as a penalty. As the two teams in the end share the points and share a combative, battling, enjoyable game on Easter Monday tonight. The teams depart having shared a battling draw, so a point each in this one this evening. For both, it is 1 point nearer their respective prizes, and the Sky Blues need 4 now to get promoted across their last 5 games of the season for Lampard's Sky Blues. A tight game between on the night. Chances scarce, goals even scarcer. In the end, a point, the outcome in the final shake-up. Hull more than match the Sky Blues for long spells, and they were well worth their draw here, the Tigers, tonight. Coventry are 4 points from promotion. Only 1 though here from this game in Hull for their fans to take home to the Midlands tonight. They're close, they're not there yet. But goodness me, it is surely now a matter of when and not if.